Hi everyone, it's Carly Walker from Child's Pose Yoga. Thank you for joining me for our bedtime yoga. It can also be wind down yoga. Whenever you feel your kids need to relax, it's a great video to watch. And if you like it, please like and subscribe. So this is my daughter Harper. She's been doing yoga with me for 7 years now, and she knows all the moves. So we're gonna show you what to do at bedtime. If your child is feeling revved up, here are some nice little tips. The first one is some essential oil, right? So you can take the essential oil, you can use a lavender, frankincense, cedar wood, put it on your hands, and then you can have them smell it. So take a big breath in, Harper. Good, and then blow out. Good. So when they take deep breaths, it calms their mind. It brings oxygen to their brain. It slows everything down. So you can also ask them to visualize bubbles. You don't need to break out bubbles at home, but have them take a big breath in and then just have them visualize blowing bubbles. Good. Now, if you have bubbles at home, do it. They love it. And they could also work on a little balance and step on those bubbles and pop them. Okay, so our first pose to get kids to relax is downward dog. So I'm going to have Harper go into downward dog pose. So this is really good for them because it relieves tension in their neck. Whenever their head is lower than their heart, it's a mood lifter. Right? A lot of times kids are tired and frustrated around bedtime, and if we could elevate their mood, they're going to feel better when they go to bed. It relieves tension, it makes them feel good. You could sort of press them back, give them a little back rub while they're in that. And the other great thing is this is also very strengthening for them, which is so nice to get that upper core strength. So now Harper's dropping into puppy pose, which is just a feel-good pose. All right, Harper, come out of puppy pose and let's do puppy breath. Which looks silly, but kids love being silly. And it's just another way of breathing, another way of getting oxygen into their minds and into their bodies. Okay, so a big pose that makes them feel terrific is child's pose. So let's go into child's pose. So knees together, feet together, hands at their sides. Their forehead is on the mat. This is a great way, keep them at perfect, next to your body. You can extend your arms out, but I find this a little bit more soothing. So this is a good way to help your children tune in, breathe, and it just has them forget about their day. So what's really nice is they can get a little back rub in their child's pose. It just feels so nice for them. Okay, so come on up, Harper. This is one of my most favorite poses to do for children to relax them. So it's called sleeping butterfly. So let's do our butterfly pose. And it's always good to work out some wiggles. So we're going to shake our knees, right? So shake, 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 sit up tall. You always want them sitting up tall because that helps them breathe. Okay, so if they want to extend, you want to extend one leg out, just a little nighttime stretch. All right, nighttime stretch. Good job. Okay, so here's the pose that is my favorite that I love. You could take a block if you have it at home, or you could stack up their favorite stuffed animals. I know Harper has 100 of them all over her bed. So you can use that, a block, or you can double stack fists and do it like this. Now, the kids are going to want to lower their block or show you how flexible they are, and they could put their head onto their feet, but you want them to have their head resting on something. So when their spine is arched like this, it's very calming to their nervous system. It feels so good. I encourage you to try it too. So also, Harper, can you walk your hands out? Stay on your forehead down. Perfect. So it's just a way to calm the nervous system. And when their head is resting on something, it tells your child you are safe and it is time to relax. And it feels so good. So, I mean, if they want to stay there, keep them there. And like I said, you try it too. It feels really good. All right, Harper, so you can start rolling up. So let's crisscross applesauce. Okay, so another thing for them to do to get them focused on their breath is to put their favorite stuffed animal on their head. And now you have to sit up real tall because you don't want that to fall, right? So the whole point of getting them to focus on the beanie on their head and to breathe is that they can't be thinking about their long day or what happened on the playground or what they didn't get done in school. and be focusing on breath at the same time. It's all about coming into the now. So, Harper, sit up tall. So let's take 3 breaths. If you have a little yoga oil, right, you can smell that again. So take a big breath in and out. Good. Take 1 more in and out. Good. And again, you can try all these too. They feel really good. Okay, so our last little pose before we rest. Let's do lemon squeezy. So we'll take this off, but keep your stuffed animal nearby. So I'll actually have you, Harper, face that way. Okay, so hug yourself, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Okay, and do 1 lemon squeezy, let everything go. So it's like we're making lemonade, so right? So we're gonna get our ab muscles, so you gotta come back up. Give yourselves a hug. Squeeze, 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 and then let it go. Good, 1 more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Before you come down, hug, 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 kiss your knees. Tell your body, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have amazing bodies that do so much. So now we're gonna rest. Push onto their shoulders if you can. We're gonna put a Beanie Baby or any stuffed animal on their belly. And I'm gonna ask you, Harper, to rock that Beanie Baby up and down. So using her breath, the Beanie Baby's going up and down. Have their hands come up, shoulders down. You can always add in a foot rub. I do that for the kids at the studio after every class. And it really relaxes them. You can sort of give them a little neck rub, this, and you ask them to rock that Beanie Baby to sleep. Again, it's taking their minds off of their day, bringing it into the now, and they're focused on what's on their belly. So those are just some simple tips to get your child to relax at bedtime, or again, they've had a long day and they need to chill out. Thank you so much for joining us today.